What's good, y'all? Listen, I want to talk about this Floyd Mayweather Logan Paul fight, or exhibition, I should say. Exhibition, that's what it was. Here's the thing, right? And of course, the fight took place here in Miami Gardens at the Hardrock Stadium. And I'm gonna first say this, right? The narrative that's being painted about this exhibition, because it's an exhibition, is that Logan Paul won, and Logan Paul, because he survived 8 rounds, he gets the moral victory, right? That's the narrative being painted. I'm looking at the comments on social media, you know what I'm saying, and things of that nature. And that's the narrative, right? When you look at Floyd, what he's accomplished, his age being 44 years old, he's past his prime, right? Past his prime years. Obviously, that's a fact. He's past his prime years. He fought a heavyweight in the ring. Outweighed him by over 30 plus pounds. All right. Logan Paul weighed in at 189 during the fight. Before the fight at the weigh-in. His walking around rate is 200 plus pounds. So he fought a heavyweight. Floyd fought a heavyweight, 44 years old, past his prime, and carried him 8 rounds. Could put him away because obviously this dude, Logan Paul, is a heavyweight, right? And Logan Paul, like I said, it gets a moral victory for surviving 8 rounds because all he was doing, he got tired after the first 2 rounds. Shot his load the first round, throwing those damn punches. I don't know what the hell. It's just basically like this. And he was hitting nothing. Didn't land not one shot doing that flurry. It was a flurry of shots being blocked, deflected. He didn't land one shot. And then, there's memes there's memes on social media about, I think he landed like 2 shots. They weren't even clean shots. It was a jab and a right hook across the top of Floyd's head. Those are the only 2 shots he landed. You look at the punch stats. Floyd outlanded him. More jabs, more power shots, higher percentage. So yeah, those are the facts. Look at the punch stats. So don't believe this narrative about, Logan Paul won because of a moral victory. He lasted 8 rounds. He survived 8 rounds. He was hugging. The majority of the fight, he was hugging. He shot, like I said, he shot his load. He was gassed, extremely exhausted from rounds 3 and up. All he was doing is hugging, smothering Floyd. And because of his wrestling background, he's good at grappling. He wants to do it in boxing, but not MMA. So he wants to grapple and clinch and hug. You know what I'm saying? A much smaller Floyd who's older, doesn't have his reflexes, doesn't have his speed, doesn't have his power like he used to, because he's 44 years old. He's way past his prime. So my thing is this, right? If you want to go ahead and say, you beat a past his prime 44-year-old Mayweather because it lasted 8 rounds, why don't you call out all these older legends, who are retired, that are still alive, right? Call out Sugar Ray Leonard. Call out Julio Cesar Chavez Sr. Call out Mike Tyson. I bet you wouldn't do that. I bet none of the Paul brothers would call out Mike Tyson, who's in his 50s, older than Floyd. Still in tip-top shape though. But y'all wouldn't dare call out Tyson. Y'all wouldn't dare call out Mike Tyson. But you call out a smaller Floyd Mayweather though, a much smaller Floyd who didn't weigh, what, you weigh like 155? 155? And that's his walking around rate, by the way. That's his walking around rate. Okay, so that means this man stays in shape 24/7, 365. His walking around weight is 155. And that's the highest he's weighed in it during a fight. Right? So it's I think it's hilarious, that Logan Paul, you know, has a narrative of him winning the fight, even though it's an exhibition. Doesn't count. And that's what it is. It's an exhibition. Muhammad Ali had exhibition fights, right? He fought an MMA fighter back in the 70s. He fought a football player. He fought a hockey player. Those are all exhibitions. They didn't count. That didn't affect his legacy either. So, no matter what the outcome was, those fights Muhammad Ali did back in the day, those exhibitions, right? They didn't count, and they didn't affect his legacy. Just like Floyd. This fight or exhibition doesn't count, doesn't affect his legacy, right? And I'm gonna tell you this: going into the fight, I was like, okay, this is. I keep calling it a fight. It's an exhibition. Going into the exhibition, I was like, Floyd is going to get this guy out of here by round 6. He's going to carry him, and just carry him. Logan's going to get tired, right? And he's going to be fatigued. And he was. And get him out of there by round 6. That's almost what happened, right? Logan was extremely tired, fatigued, but Floyd couldn't capitalize because of his age and everything else, right? So yeah, man, that's what it was. That's what it is. I'm just saying, man, like, hopefully these Paul brother dudes, keep that same energy, calling out past their prime fighters, whether it be boxing or MMA, because that's what they're cherry picking these fighters for a reason. They're cherry picking. Jake Paul is fighting Tyron Woodley, who is 40 years old. Right? Now, he was a great MMA fighter, but he's 40 years old. But they're not going to fight these guys in their prime. That's their shtick, is to cherry pick older, past their prime fighters and fight them. And then if they get a victory, say, yeah, I beat the guy who was a professional, even though you're not looking at the fact that their age, they're older. They're not what they used to be in their prime, right? So yeah, man, those are my thoughts on that. Leave your comments down below, family. Let me know what you guys think. I know it's been a while since I made a video, but listen, I got a lot of stuff to do. Follow me on Instagram at GMOGFitness. I'm on my way to the gym right now. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, GMOGFitness. Till next time, family. Signing out. Peace.